Jesse Palmer. I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game, one of the things Coach talked to me about before the game was just how important it is to get back on track. This team is on a losing streak here, but they know they are better than what their record shows. He said if we can get out to an early start, set the tone, we are going to be just fine. He's challenged his team to focus better and communicate early in this ballgame. I'll let you know how it looks from down here on the field. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Gamecocks headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Brown will throw it. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Takes the handoff. It's Clark. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it. Goes down immediately, but that's just what they needed. It'll be a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Sellers. Got it in the middle. It's Bennett.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Gives it. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Turns into the pile. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Clark. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. Fourth down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Hits inside. It's Cobb. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
Sends it back in motion. Brown wants to pass. Right down the middle. Gets a hand in there.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
On play action. They're all over it. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looking for room. Smashes ahead. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's Sellers to throw. Fires left. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So here comes the Auburn offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Kane. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Going to the run. It's Cobb. And he's in. Touchdown, Tiger. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. Pass to 6. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Throwing, Sellers. Caught behind the line. It's Clark. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And the Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. The Gamecocks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. Makes the grab. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And they can't make the connection.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking for the edge. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
Quick give. It's Cobb. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down in 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Left side is Nimrod. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's Nimrod. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Grabs it inside the 15. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Drops back on first down. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Tries to get it himself. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the...
And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers! Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They took it 71 yards down the field, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sellers. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 6 team, the NC State Wolfpack. And it's the Hurricanes, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game. Make it now 6 straight victories for this team in what's turning into a very notable season.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Now let's take a look at some other top 25 action going on around the country.
2nd and long here. Calls his own number. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
Cuts it upfield. It's Cobb. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Going downfield for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
Brown wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Nimrod. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, this is the guy. That they keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on 3rd down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to be successful.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. It's so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scrape.
Picked off to stop the threat. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession.
It's 2nd and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. Spits it out to the back. Pulls it in. It's Clark. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lets it develop. It's Clark. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Here comes the heat. Left side is Harbor. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Throwing, Sellers. Escapes the pressure going right. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? This quarterback part of their running game. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Cobb. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. On the run, it's Cobb. Fighting off the defender. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They're going to ride this running back. And he's brought down after a short gain. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Hands it off. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now third down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Trying to make one miss. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Caught in the backfield, it's Harbor. At the 45, on his way. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Man, you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job on the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Sellers gets rid of it. Right side, it's Harbor. Breaks into the open. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out wide right, it's Harbor. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing. And as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
Pulls it, trying to get the corner. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
When he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
From the gun, it's Clark. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
And that critical extra point was good, and we are locked up late.
Number 20, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Brown will throw it. Out wide left, it's Singleton. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
You know, in a 2-minute situation like this, you've got to find your best players on the field. When you've got one of the best wide receivers in the game, that's the guy that you need to be throwing to as often as possible in a 2-minute situation late trail.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Right side, it's Nimrod. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Just feeds the running back. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Left side, it's Johnson. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback. It's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush. Sometimes it's a 3-man rush. Sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've been giving up sack after sack after sack in this game.
And he's going to lose yardage on the play. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Auburn sends out the punting unit.
On to punt it away.
And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Follows his blocks. It's Cobb. Just smothered on the play.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct. That had to be a blown assignment. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Brown wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's Sellers to throw. Turns it upfield. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone. Handoff to the lone back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a... He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime!
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
And that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run it in the end zone, and end the football game.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.